don't want to go on a rant here. What the hell does rant mean?
Episode 38, Monday night. I got nothing. I have nothing. I got a couple of things for the taste test. I forgot I still have all that other shit from before you got me that box. A couple of candy bars. We have an unusual death I forgot about. Episode 38, starting off strong.
Well, I just sent you I tagged you in
Absolutely
a tweet. I want to get your initial reaction to it.
I've seen it already.
About Brodeur?
Brodeur?
Yeah.
What could he possibly... Oh, wow. What a moron.
What are your thoughts on this guy saying Brodeur is not even a top five all-time goalie?
Is the list not have him on there? Oh, I gotta tweet this guy. Andrew Berkshire. Let me see who he is.
He works in Canada, of course. He's host of Game Over Montreal. So he's a hockey guy, I think.
Hold on. Right there, I tweeted a mean tweet to him. What are the responses that he's getting?
Well, somebody responded to him saying Brodeur gets big bonus points for revolutionizing the way goalies approach playing the puck, and that just sneaks him into the top five, in my opinion. He responded saying he's still a great goalie. His greatest skill was health. I don't think he was ever anywhere near as dominant as a singular force as guys like Hasek, Waugh, Lundqvist, Luongo, etc. So he's saying Henrik Lundqvist is a better goalie than Martin Brodeur. I know shit about fuck when it comes to hockey, so I need you're the resident hockey expert.
because he didn't get hurt, he just happened to have the most wins ever, the most shutouts ever. But just that's what because he played on a good team. Like are you fucking dumb?
Let's see. People are actually agreeing with him. Facts, he played on some of the best defensive teams of all time and still had fairly mediocre save percentages.
What a joke.
Yeah,
you don't want to put it if you want to put Waugh ahead of him, like that's fine. You're gonna say he's not in the top five. You should just never talk about hockey again. You should probably just kill yourself.
Somebody gave their top five of Hasek, Waugh, Belfour, Lundqvist, Brodeur. How is Lundqvist better than Brodeur?
He's not.
Hasek and Waugh, I could understand the argument. I even know who they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Hasek might have been more dominant, but he doesn't have the stats he doesn't have the numbers. But I wouldn't hate you if you put him at your number one. But like, let me look at.
Okay, somebody else said Waugh, Hasek, Dryden, Brodeur. Yeah, top five, but would have liked to have seen him play on a team without that system and see if he shined. He may have ended up with the.
What are you talking about?
Goalies,
he played for like 10 years after the lockout without Stevens, Niedermayer, Danico. Wow, it's kind of crazy. Marc-Andre Fleury is third all time in wins.
Really?
Says he's at 520 already. He's close to fucking Patrick Roy.
Wow.
Patrick Waugh has 551. Brodeur has 691. Get fucked. He has a better save percentage than Waugh and a better goals against average than Waugh. And he played a couple hundred more games. Get fucked, moron. He also has 2 goals, 45 assists.
Other comments. Brodeur was solid, but not a GOAT. Like, everyone's actually agreeing with this jack fuck.
It's probably all of his followers.
Oh, it has to be.
What a moron.
I saw that, and I was like, oh, I need to tweet this to Matt and get his opinion right
He
away.
He has 140 more wins than fucking Patrick Roy. Where are shutouts? I need shutouts.
Like, absolutely unbelievable to me.
Got 125 shutouts to Sawchuk's 103. Let's see. Hasek is at 8th with 81. Belfour is 76.
Only had 389 career wins. Dude played for like 150 years.
He played on some really bad teams. So Patrick Waugh, 66 shutouts. Brodeur, 125. Fuck your own face. Not a top five. I'll entertain. He's not first. That's fine. I put him first. You put him not top five. You're a moron. Andrew Berkshire. What an idiot. He's from Montreal, so Kevin Owens should beat the shit out of him.
Do you think Griff knows him?
Well, What the fuck? This guy's a moron. He's still trying to. Anyone picking Brodeur over Peak Lundqvist to win a game is lying to themselves. Yeah.
Okay, then he goes, let's see. Folks, oh, you did read that tweet. Folks, if you think Brodeur is untouchable because of wins and longevity, I assume you also think Ron Francis was better than Mario Lemieux.
I bet you Mario Lemieux probably has better stats. What an absolute idiot. What a complete fucking moron.
Somebody else goes, Marty lives rent-free in your head, and he goes, sure, but not in the top 5.
I mean, look at his face, too. He looks like a fucking child rapist, pedophile moron.
Yeah, he does look like a complete jackfuck.
Like, what a douchebag. Manager of Game Over on SDPN Sports and host of Game Over Montreal. Actually pretty nice. Yeah, actually go fuck yourself. How are people that dumb? Not a top 5 goalie. Yeah, that's not a fucking hot take or anything. Oh, I'm trying to get fucking clicks.
Okay, somebody responded to him saying, I told you Brodeur wasn't even the most skilled puck handler. Many guys have him beat, but not nearly the same success. Brodeur turned goalies from passive to active participants on the breakout and changed the way we taught the position.
Well, they made the trapezoid literally because of Brodeur.
Exactly. If you make a rule because of somebody, of their skill set, doesn't that mean they're one of the best of all time? Like, normally?
He's not even questioned to be top 5. Give me a fucking break.
So Berkshire, henceforth to be known as Dumb Jackass, said, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. He was also a product of playing behind an incredible defensive team. Most of his career in the dead puck era. Great player who landed in the perfect spot.
Most of his career. Played 94. His rookie year was like 93 or something like that, where he really started playing to 04 when the lockout, and then they played the rest of his career after the lockout. What the fuck is this guy talking about?
As a puck stopper, though, not top 5. Did you see that the New Jersey Devils responded to him?
The actual Devils, or was it one of their fan pages?
It was the actual New Jersey Devils Twitter account. They actually responded with the exact same thing you did. As
Mr. Terrible Hockey Takes. That's fucking brilliant. Devils Twitter is actually pretty funny. Sometimes they swing and miss, but pretty good.
Like, that's just... like I said, I know shit about fuck when it comes to hockey, but how could you say he's not top 5 all time?
You're a moron. You know nothing about hockey.
I might actually know more than this guy, though.
I don't understand what his logic is.
As a puck stopper, he sucked.
What did he give a list of who his top 5 is?
No,
because he's got I assume he has Patrick Waugh on there, and fucking his numbers are better.
Well, he said, I don't think he was ever anywhere near as dominant as guys like Hasek, Waugh, Lundqvist, Luongo.
You don't think he was as dominant as fucking Roberto Luongo? Get the fuck out of here, bro. What a moron. Oh, man. I literally hope he fucking gets hit with a fucking poutine in the face and chokes.
Somebody said to him, you think Lundqvist and Luongo were better than Brodeur? I want what you're drinking.
Probably some good stuff. Ooh, JD Martinez is trending. Is he fucking traded yet?
Not yet. Not yet. I hope that guy responds to your tweet.
There's no point in trading for Tommy Pham. Like, I don't understand. Just throw some kid out there.
Well, now the Red Sox just traded for a catcher. They traded for Reese McGuire from the White Sox. So that's now their new starting catcher.
They have nobody else?
No, Kevin Plawecki.
Why not just fucking play him?
He sucks.
Yeah, but who's this fucking guy?
Pretty shitty catcher on the White Sox.
Manager, Game Over.
I don't understand what they're doing, the Red Sox.
Just sell. There's no point in buying Tommy Pham. He's fucking awful. All right, give us our whatever the death was last week. I don't fucking remember.
Oh, this was a recent death. It was actually 10 days ago.
Yeah, it was the new one. Like the most
dude
recent.
Who sucked into a sinkhole from a swimming pool in Israel.
Fucking guy.
So this is obviously new and a lot of stuff is transpiring. So the incident happened at a villa, which was hosting a company event in the central town of Karmi Yosef, southeast of Tel Aviv. The victim was identified as a 32-year-old employee of the company. A couple in their 60s who owned the property were arrested on suspicion of causing death by negligence. They got arrested for his death.
Wow.
Mobile phone footage of the incident shows people in swimming costumes. Swimming costumes? Really? That's what the article says. Swimming
costumes.
In and around the near empty pool, watching in shock as the water drains away into a large hole, taking with it inflatable objects. A man who edges near to have a look slips backwards but manages to get up, narrowly avoiding also being pulled into it. Media reports say the victim, Cleo Kimhi, fell into the hole, which was 43 feet deep. They say it took rescue teams 4 hours to reach him.
Yikes.
A second man also fell into the hole but managed to climb out of it, suffering light injuries. The reason why these people were arrested, let's see. The homeowner, Natan Meller of Karmei Yosef, southeast of Tel Aviv, was convicted of building violations and improper use of land in 2 separate cases in 2014 and 2018. In both cases, he admitted to the allegations against him in plea agreements and was fined and put on probation. So him and his wife, who rented out their property for events, were arrested because they said the pool was built and being operated without a permit, and they were arrested of negligent homicide, operating a business without a license, and money laundering.
Money laundering. Wow.
So, yeah, did not realize a sinkhole. Apparently, the land was not suitable for having a swimming pool, which apparently...
You had to get your permits.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. I'm going to keep checking on this story because obviously more things are going to happen with it because now I'm kind of invested in this since it was a new unusual death.
Well, he's still dead.
That's true. And also, I mean, he got sucked into a sinkhole, fell 43 feet to his death. That's a shitty way to die.
I wonder, he probably didn't even die on impact.
No, it took him 4 hours to get there. He probably fractured stuff and bled out or something. So yeah, that's our unusual death from last week.
I think I have a jizz-filled candy bar to eat.
Is it your jizz at least?
I don't know what you bought me, but that's what it is.
That kind of looks like, that looks a little bit like it.
Look this up. Sarelli. Sarelle. Looks like it's got hazelnuts in it. This expired in May, but I'm assuming it's fine.
They also make hazelnut spread. It's apparently Turkish.
I don't know what the white stuff is. Coconut? We'll find out.
It doesn't have the ingredients on there?
I don't speak Turkish. There's the wafer.
Is it coconut, maybe?
Definitely not. I don't know what is in here. I get a slight jizz flavor. Definitely hazelnut. I don't know what this shit is. Good, but probably not the worst thing I put in my body.
Yeah, it just says it's a milk chocolate coated wafer with hazelnut.
And then I got this chunky.
Crunchy. The wafer is filled with hazelnut paste and hazelnut pieces. That's a hazelnut paste.
Why is it white? So I got Cadbury Crunchy. It says obey your mouth. Whoa.
Hazelnut paste is white.
Oh, I don't like this. Nope.
What's the issue?
Oh. I don't know what this taste is. Not good. Look up a Cadbury Crunchy. I do not like that.
Let's see what we got. Cadbury Crunchy. They also make that in an actual spread. It's a golden honeycomb center surrounded by delicious Cadbury milk chocolate. It was launched way back in 1929.
Something about that honeycomb just did not taste good. No.
I've never heard of it. And it's apparently been around for almost 100 years.
Probably not readily available in America. They don't really see those in the gas stations.
That's true.
Yeah, not a fan of that. The hazelnut one was fine. I wouldn't go out of my way to get any of these, but I'm starting to run out of stuff. I need more. I wish you could go on that. Can you go on that website with the box and just buy individual stuff?
I believe you can. I believe you
it's
can.
pretty expensive though, because I only got shit left in that box.
I mean, you could get one of those boxes and just pick out the ingredients, like the things you want in it yourself, up to that price. I think I did a mystery box for you, but I think you can actually pick out individualized items.
Yeah, but they're like, it's probably cheaper to just do a mystery box.
Probably.
But then you get who knows what the fuck. It's a mystery.
You might get stuff you don't want to have, like spicy or.
Probably got the same shit. I'll probably get the same fucking box. They probably have the same fucking box just sitting there. It's like, yeah, it's a mystery that I fucking
Got the exact same ingredients.
All right, we didn't do a bracket last week. We got to do at least one. Let me find. Where did I fucking save these? All right. Ooh, biggest weirdos.
Are you the 1 seed and I'm the 2 seed?
I probably should be the 1 seed.
Oh, now the Red Sox have traded Jake Dykman.
Sexist. All right, who do you think the 1 seed is for biggest weirdos?
Elon Musk.
I would have thought Trump would have been on here, but the number 1 seed is Zark Zuckerberg.
Okay, I mean, he does look like a psychopathic. He doesn't even look human. He looks like an actual alien.
And the 16 seed is just astrology people, which is fair.
I gotta go Zuckerberg, though. He actually looks like an alien.
I mean, I'm not taking astrology people over Zuckerberg. He's fucking weird. Plus, he's stealing your shit.
True.
All right. 8 and 9. EDM superfans.
Oh,
And then Tim Burton.
I like Tim Burton, though. He is super weird, though.
He's got some weird movies and shit, but like it's a good weird.
Yeah, like a talented weird.
One of my
EDM?
friends is an EDM superfan.
Really?
Like he listens to it, but I'm assuming this people of superfan are just like they go to shows a lot. I don't know what's weird about being a superfan. But what's an EDM superfan? Do they do weird shit? I don't know. I lean Tim Burton because I know who Tim Burton is and he does some wacky stuff, but it's not a bad weird like fucking Zark Zuckerberg.
I mean, I lean EDM superfans, but now I have
But you can't tell me anything about EDM superfans.
I don't know, but there's 7 professional athletes who happen to be EDM superfans.
Why is it EDM superfans? Why is it not just like Star Wars superfans or fucking any superfans? Why EDM superfans and couples? Like what?
That's true.
I feel like that shouldn't be on the list at all. So I'm gonna go Tim Burton.
Do you want to know who some of the athletes who are super EDM fans?
I'm gonna say Luka Doncic.
Close. Let's see. We have Usain Bolt.
How's that close?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Wow.
Ronnie Cycli.
Wow. He was married to a supermodel somehow.
Really? I did not know that.
I forget what her name was, but she was on the cover way back in the day.
Minnesota Twins pitcher Trevor May. Shaq.
Wow, that doesn't fit.
That's just weird in itself. Gronk as well.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Interesting. I don't understand what an EDM superfan is though. Like
they're just obsessed with EDM and they go to all those fucking shows. But like that's.
It doesn't matter who won between the 8 and the 9. They're going to lose to Zuckerberg. Let's be real.
5 and 12. I think we might have an upset here, but this is a good one. Beer snobs and IPA guys.
Yeah.
Versus niche porn Reddit moderators. That is so specific. It's ridiculous. Niche porn Reddit moderators, not like niche porn fans. The Reddit moderators of niche porn. Those have got to be fucking freaks.
Oh yeah, they live in their mom's basement still too. Like probably I feel like showered in 6 months.
I feel like the beer and IPA snobs they're not weird. They're just annoying.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider them weird. I would consider them douchebags.
Reddit moderators are probably weird.
I mean, I like IPAs. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not, sticking my nose up at anyone who looks down upon the IPA and doesn't savor its hops.
Broken Skull IPA.
Never had it actually.
I'm gonna go with an upset.
I have no issues with that.
Niche porn Reddit moderators, fucking weird. All right, the 4 seed Jared Leto.
That's a
13 seed people who drink soda for breakfast. Is that really that weird?
I mean,
I don't usually do that, but like if I had soda and I was thirsty, maybe.
I think Jared Leto is one of the weirdest human beings on the face of the earth.
Yeah. So I think he has to win. All right.
He's also talented, though, I will say. He's weird as shit, but he's talented.
This is a bad 3 seed. Paintball adults.
What'd you think of Jared Leto as the Joker?
I never saw that movie.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He was only in it for a little bit, and he just looked weird. I didn't see his performance. I heard it was all right, but paintball adults versus airsoft adults. Are there kids playing paintball? Like, are there a lot of kids playing paintball? It's more of an airsoft thing. But like, I played paintball in like high school. I don't think that's weird.
I never have.
I did it once. It's like I don't have the like vision for it. Like I was like camping around, and people just came around me and just shot the shit out of me, and it hurts.
Does it?
Yeah. But I got really into it. I bought a fucking gun on eBay and shit, and went once, and that was it. But like, I don't like either of these. I don't know who I would pick.
Does that make them weird though? Like adults who doing paintball, like that's not weird.
I feel like adults who do airsoft is weirder. But like either way, it's I 3 seed.
I think people who do adults who do airsoft is weirder than paintball.
I would rather do airsoft though. I don't want to get hit with fucking paintballs. But
yeah, true.
You don't really.
Do we go
I don't like either of these, so I'm just gonna go with the 14 seed. All right, what is 6 seed? I kind of like these Internet Magicians, and then versus the 11 seed Chris Angel. There's one guy on TikTok who pisses me off because he doesn't show the trick. He just shows the end of the trick where he steals somebody's watch. Where he's like, "Hey, do you want your watch back?" And that's all he shows. And I'm like, show the actual trick, or you're a fucking lying sack of shit. But Chris Angel's fucking weird.
Yeah, I gotta go Chris Angel on this. I feel like he's misseeded.
11 is pretty low. 7 versus 10. Oh, wow. 10 seed is very misseeded. Although maybe it's not, considering we've talked about this many times. 7 seed is reptile owners. 10 seed is feet pick guys.
Ooh.
We know that feet is not an uncommon. It's the most common fetish for a reason, because of your cross wiring, because it's right in your genitals, in your brain, of what like turns people on. So it's not as weird as people might think. But
I gotta go. Aaron Judge just missed a home run, hit it off the wall.
I forgot we're fucking on. 7 o'clock.
Literally just hit it off the base of the wall, so he was close to a home run.
I feel like if you're like, "Hey, I have a snake," or "Hey, let me take pictures of your feet,"
the guy who's saying, "Hey, let me take pictures of your feet," is a little bit.
The feet pick guy is weirder. Yeah, 100%.
I mean, the people who own reptiles, depending on the reptile, I think, like William Regal has that huge ass lizard.
I mean, it is strange, but feet picks are stranger. So that's an upset. Oh, here we go. Number 2 seed, Disney adults. Number 10, wrestlers. And it's a picture of amateur wrestlers. I'm sorry, but no. Why are amateur wrestlers weird?
Why are Disney adults weird?
It is kind of weird. You're going to Disney as a fucking with no kids.
Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily not ever go as an adult, but the people who go all the time as adults, it's like very frowned upon. A lot of people hate Disney adults.
Oh, if my wife listens to this, she's gonna feel attacked.
How often does she go to Disney? Like Garganos go like every fucking like month or something.
She hasn't gone in probably 3 or 4 years. We're actually going in October though. I'm getting on a plane. Mark that moment. I'm getting on a plane.
That's not a hard drive. You should just drive. But like if you go once in a while, but like the Disney adults, I think that means like the people who go, oh, that's gone.
Yep, that's got to be. That's 3-run shot. That's
Fuck
3-run
yeah.
shot.
There you go.
He's the Riz. That's
nobody
awesome.
beats. Yeah, no, I'm not going with that. I'm going to go with nobody beats the Riz. Yeah, Disney adults are I think those people who go like all the time.
Yeah, there are actually, Kate watches these YouTubers who live stream from Disney 3-4 times a week.
That's weirder than going to Disney, is watching people go to Disney.
Yeah, it's a brother and sister, and they have like 30,000 people watching sometimes. Like they have a big following.
They fuck on the teacups?
Kind of. I mean, they live stream everything.
Then I'm into that. I'd watch. Yeah, all right, Disney adults. Okay, so we got Zark Zuckerberg and Tim Burton. I think that's pretty obvious.
It's going to be hard for Zuckerberg to lose.
And then we got the Reddit moderators in the fucking whatever weird category you want to versus Jared Leto. Probably both as creepy.
Yeah, I might lean.
It's kind of a toss up. So you can.
I feel like we go the upset again. The niche.
Yeah, because those are probably
Reddit
like
porn moderator.
very, very weird people. All right, and then Airsoft Adults versus Chris Angel.
Ooh, this is
I
also a
did-
good one.
I did kind of like Mind Freak back in the day, but like he is kind of a weird guy.
Yeah, I lean Chris Angel here.
Chris Angel, it is. All right, Feet Pick guys versus Disney Adults.
I feel like we go the upset. Feet pick guys are just they're
It
a
has to
special
be.
breed.
I feel like that should be a 2 or 3 seed.
Yeah, that's what was that, a 10 seed, right?
Yeah, so Feet Pick. All right, Zark Fuckerberg versus the porn Reddit moderators. Niche
Ooh.
porn. So this is like scat porn, foot porn, like
Well,
weird.
the niche porn moderators got to talk to the feet pick guy. They could probably do a collab.
I wonder if that's. I guess it's probably considered niche, even though it's probably the biggest fetish on the planet.
Do we go upset or is it? I mean, it's fucking look at Mark Zuckerberg. Just look at a picture of that pasty white soulless human being.
He looks weird. He seems like a weird guy. I think Zark Fuckerberg to the finals. And then what do we got? Feet pick guy versus who's it? Chris Angel?
Yeah,
It's the foot.
I think it's feet pick guy.
It's feet. So it's feet pick guy versus Mark Zuckerberg, which I would bet money that they're one and the same person.
Oh, completely. Like this.
Mark Zuckerberg should be a champion for foot fetishes.
I bet you Mark Zuckerberg does run a niche porn moderator on Reddit.
The most famous foot fetish people I know are Quentin Tarantino and I believe Tommy Lee love feet. So I know Quentin Tarantino. Have you seen Kill Bill? There's like a whole scene with her feet in it. So
how is Quentin Tarantino not on here, by the way? Now that you mentioned that, he's a weird guy.
This should have been just like individual people. We should make a list of our own weird people. Like I would have had Trump on there. I would have had fucking.
I would have had Elon Musk, Zuckerberg,
all the fucking billionaires. Who else? Fucking Ted Cruz is a weird. We could just do one of politicians for fuck's sake.
Lindsey Graham.
Fucking gross. All right, so wait, who did we have win? Feet pick guy?
We think feet pick guy beat Mark Zuckerberg. I know they are one and the same.
Yeah. So it's kind of both. But I guess feet pick guy.
10 seed upset.
All right. Worst red things, biggest scams, the best feelings, best hangover moves, things you wish you were better at. Did we do that one?
I don't think so.
I thought we did that one. And then best sing-along bar songs, and then greatest simple pleasures.
Give me best sing-along bar songs.
All right, let's see how horribly misseeded this is because I don't see fucking... I don't see Don't Stop Believing on here. Oh, never mind, I do. It's horribly misseeded, by the way. Oh, my God, that would have been my 1 seed.
Before you get into that, I have a baseball stat for you. Can you tell me who is leading the American League in walks?
Fucking Andrew Benintendi, because he's up right now.
There is the person leading the American League in walks is a Yankee, and the person leading the American League in hits is a Yankee.
Is it fucking Hicks?
No.
That would have been a fucking... Is it Rizzo?
Nope.
Who the fuck could lead the league in walks at walks all the time? Is it fucking like Donaldson? Somebody awful?
No, it's actually someone that's been on fire recently. And if you told me he was leading the league in walks, I would have said you're a fucking idiot.
Is it Judge? Can't be.
No, he is actually leading the league in hits.
Yeah, I figured that. Who's been on fire on our fucking team? We've like sucked asshole. I just named the whole lineup basically. Who the fuck is our catcher? It's definitely not Trevino. I don't think he's leading the league in walks. Is it Stanton?
It is DJ LeMahieu.
Oh wow, I named the one guy I missed the one guy who's actually on fire.
He's leading the American League with 55 walks. The next
only has 6 home runs, for fuck's sake.
Aaron Judge has 53 walks.
How many did DJ have?
55. Judge is leading the American League in hits.
Well, you saw he's on pace for Bonds in 01.
Yep.
Which is insane.
You know who's leading the major leagues in walks?
I'm guessing it's not in the AL.
No, it's this person has 88.
Fucking Austin Riley, because he just got a huge contract.
No, he's not even top 15.
He probably doesn't walk.
It's Juan Soto with 88.
Isn't he having a down year in terms of like numbers? Like, doesn't he have like 4 home runs and like 3 RBIs?
He's got 20 home runs. He has like no RBIs because he plays on a terrible team and they pitch around him half the time.
With 20 home runs, you think what does he have? 50 RBIs?
45.
That's so beyond bad.
Yep.
Like that's horrendous. I'm glad. I mean, Bryce Harper's on the IL, but if I had taken Soto, probably would have been. Although his OBP is probably what 380,
403.
Yeah, that's insane. Fucking Hicks, idiot. All right. So, any guesses at what the 1 seed would be for this?
I would have said "Don't Stop Believing." Sweet Caroline.
No. I fucking hate that song so goddamn much. Sweet Caroline is actually on this list.
Is it as badly seeded as you think "Don't Stop Believing" is?
No. Although I wouldn't have, this song would not have come to my head. Number 1 is Mr. Brightside, which is a great song.
That should not be a 1 seed. I'm calling bullshit.
It is a really popular song. I just don't go to bars to know. And then 16 seed is 1,000 Miles, which is also a fucking great song.
Oh God, that's Vanessa Carlton. Love that song. Mr. Brightside by the Killers is a really good song.
I don't know if I can get. I want to make this an upset, but Mr. Brightside is so fucking good. That's really tough. That's a bad seed. That's bad seed.
It's a
1,000 Miles is, and you froze. 1,000 Miles is way fucking better than a 16 seed.
And Mr. Brightside should not be a 1 seed.
Oh, it's such a toss-up. If I had to choose,
if you tell me which song I want to listen to more, I'm probably going 1,000 Miles after Vanessa Carlton, to be honest with you.
God damn it! Yeah, you froze. If you froze as soon as you were about to name the song, which one you'd pick? I don't know.
Vanessa Carlton. That's the one I would pick if you tell me I had to listen to one.
Oh, but man, I've actually been listening to Mr. Brightside a lot recently. It's so close, but I love 1,000 Miles so goddamn much.
I'm leaning upset. I really am.
After looking at the other two, whatever wins this is going to win the next round also. Like, I'm trying to think, if I'm sitting at a bar, I don't really want to be rocking out to Vanessa Carlton in front of other people, though.
I would, though.
Because I would start singing that song. Oh, it's so tough.
But I feel like if you're in a bar with people drunkenly singing Vanessa Carlton probably is going to happen sooner than people just rocking out to the Killers.
I don't know. Vanessa Carlton, that's so tough. Because Mr. Brightside is having a whole group of people singing that shit. Oh, my God. I don't know what to do. I literally can't pick. This is horribly seated. This is horrendously seated. I'm going to skip it for now. I've never even heard of the 9 seed. I don't even know who that is. 8 seed is Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy. And then 9 is I Write Sins.
Hey, way to give one back, Domingo, you jackass.
He blows. I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. Is that fucking...
That's Panic at the Disco.
That's who that guy is? That's not even their best one of their... What the fuck is that song? You could have picked 3 other songs that are better than that.
If you heard it, you would know it and be like, why the fuck did they name it that song?
Give me fucking, what's it called? Oh my God. High Hopes. Give me fucking Victorious. Give me fucking 9 in the Afternoon. Not fucking that song. I would choose Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, I go Fall Out Boy.
All right, 5 and 12. Dancing Queen versus Party in the USA. I'm taking Dancing Queen. I feel like most people would Party in the USA is a good bar song, but fucking Dancing Queen is fucking GOAT. Dancing
Queen is a great song. Party in the USA is also a great song. I gotta go the higher seed there, Dancing Queen.
All right.
That was the 5 seed, right?
Yeah, is that Darius Rucker? Wagon Wheel versus Come On Eileen. What the? I don't know. I don't listen to Wagon Wheel.
The only reason Darius Rucker, great country artist, love him in Hootie and the Blowfish as well. The only reason why I don't go Wagon Wheel is it's a cover. He's covering a song, which is a good cover, but I got to go Come On Eileen.
If I'm in a fucking bar and it's playing country, I'm leaving that fucking bar.
Oh, that's a sad thing. I'm going to a country concert in September.
Country music is fucking awful, unless it's like Florida Georgia Line country, which is like pop country. If you're fucking
a lot of country these days is country pop.
If you're fucking like George Strait and fucking Conway Twitty, get the fuck away from me. That shit is terrible.
The majority of country music that's popular right now is more country pop.
I just fucking picture Hicks from the South, like fucking. I don't want anything to do with country.
I understand. Ugh. Nelly's been doing a lot of country songs recently.
This is a horrendously bad matchup because it's too close. This should be an 8-9 or something. I Want to Dance with Somebody versus Call Me Maybe. I lean Whitney Houston, but Call Me Maybe is fucking awesome.
I gotta go Whitney Houston just because she's like, she's
and at
Whitney
least
fucking Houston.
they chose the right song. That's a good.
Yeah, if they're like,
This is all. What is this? The 11 seed. Are you fucking kidding me? This is a top 3.
what seed was I Want to Dance with Somebody?
3. Country Roads is the 6 seed versus Living on a Prayer at 11. Get fucked.
How do you have that as an 11 seed?
The 10 and that's Living on a Prayer. Not even talking about it.
Well,
7
Kate would say it's just some guy yelling.
Awful. Piano Man at 7 versus Don't Stop Believing at 10. Sorry.
Shut the fuck up.
Awful seeding. Don't Stop Believing and Living on a Prayer should be a top 3 seed.
So we're choosing between Billy Joel and Journey right now.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Piano Man guy anyway. Like I'd pick like 5 other Billy Joel songs.
Piano Man is a great song. Billy Joel's great. I gotta go. First of all, that's misseeded. I gotta go. Don't Stop Believing, Journey.
I wouldn't pick Piano Man ever. Like, give me a bunch of no, that's awful seeding. And then here's your Sweet Caroline versus Mo Bamba. I love how that just one random fucking rap song.
How is? Excuse me, time out. How is Sweet Caroline a 2 seed, but Don't Stop Believing's a 10 seed?
It's horrendous.
This might be one of the worst seeded brackets we've ever had.
Put Mr. Brightside at like 4 instead of fucking Wagon Wheel. The fuck is that?
I mean,
so it's Mr. Brightside / 1,000 Miles versus Sugar We're Going Down.
Ooh, that's tough.
No, I'm taking either Mr. Brightside or 1,000 Miles.
But we have to choose one of them.
No, they're both moving on until they lose to Journey or fucking Bon Jovi. So yeah, sorry, Fall Out Boy, you're gone. And then Dancing Queen or Come On Eileen. Dancing Queen is just all right. It's this fucking technical difficulties is pissing me off. I'm not even getting the notification. My Wi-Fi is shitty, so I think it's you. But whatever. But I take Dancing Queen over Come On Eileen, as good as Come On Eileen is.
What seed was Come On Eileen?
13.
13. That's misseeded too. Let's go the 5 seed Dancing Queen.
So now we have I Want to Dance with Somebody versus Living on a Prayer.
Sorry, Whitney, you're losing.
Yep. And then Don't Stop Believing versus Sweet Caroline. Fuck yourself, Neil.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Plus, I mean, I hate that song for obvious reasons. Hate. So then
if the Red Sox didn't play that song, would you hate it? That's the reason why you hate it, though, right?
But I just don't think it's that great of a song. But yeah, mostly because of that. So we got the 1 and 16 seed versus Dancing Queen. If I'm at a bar and you give me the choice between Mr. Brightside, 1,000 Miles, and Dancing Queen, I honestly might pick Dancing Queen. I love that song that much. I remember exactly where it was the first time I heard that song.
If I had to put in order those 3 songs of which ones I would listen to or want to listen to, it'd go 1,000 Miles, Dancing Queen, Mr. Brightside.
I think I would pick. I have to be in a specific mood to want to listen to 1,000 Miles. Mr. Brightside is good all the time, and Dancing Queen is just never bad. So I don't know how to pick between those 3 songs.
Do we just make them like those 3 are moving on?
I would personally pick Dancing Queen.
We'll go Dancing Queen.
But they're also they're gonna lose anyway. So then you have Living on a Prayer versus Don't Stop Believing.
This should be the finals. This should be 1 seed versus 2 seed.
Yeah. Personally, as much as I love Living on a Prayer, I'm taking Don't Stop Believing.
I would go Don't Stop Believing as well. I mean, it's
but the guitar solo is better in Don't Stop Believing, and then I don't know. The chorus might be better slightly in Living on a Prayer, but how do you top Don't Stop Believing at the end?
Separate Ways by Journey too. Also a banger.
You should hear the Stranger Things version of it. It was like somebody did a version of it where it was just like it's just I don't even know how to describe it. It's so good. But like this Don't Stop Believing is probably that and Stairway to Heaven are the best like crescendo songs where it like builds up to that final chorus. Then I don't like how both of those songs fade out at the end. They give you one more chorus as the volume decreases, and I fucking hate that. But I would take Don't Stop Believing, and then whatever is in the finals on the other side is losing to Don't Stop Believing. Yeah,
let's say it's Dancing Queen. They're losing to Don't Stop Believing. Any of the other ones. The fact that was a 10 seed is kind of horseshit.
Is that Journey? Oh, Howard. Oh, that is Journey. Oh, yeah, that's horribly misseeded.
That one that just made me angry.
10, 11, 5, and
16.
3 should be the top 4.
And 16 should probably be a 7 or 8.
That's just really bad. Fucking Barstool. What do you expect, idiots? Ugh. Wow, only been 40 minutes.
I'm so angry about that, though. Like
a 10 seed Journey. Don't Stop Believing. It's got to be like one of the most karaoke songs, most like the top karaoke song like fucking ever. You can't go wrong with any Journey song.
And even some of Steve Perry's solo songs are pretty decent.
Who?
The former lead singer of Journey.
You keep freezing. I didn't hear what you said.
You actually just froze that time. The former lead singer of Journey. Some of his solo albums are good, or some of his solo songs.
Steve Perry? I can name one. Oh, Sherry. He's got a couple other ones that I play on Pandora, but that's his like biggest one. And I should have been gone. I thought we agreed no more Journey psychouts. Steve Perry.
Not as good as Tom Bosley. Foolish Heart's also a good song.
You're a foolish heart. I got nothing else.
What'd you think of SummerSlam?
It was all right. It didn't live up to or live down to the shitty on paper card, but WWE seems to always like show up. Like the pay-per-views are usually much better than they are. But I was really disappointed with the tag match. That kind of sucked.
Yeah, that one definitely. I thought it was going to be match of the night. It definitely came in under expectations.
Oh, Ronda Rousey got suspended, so there you go, officially
suspended. So see her in 4 or 5 months.
Bobby Lashley won in 4.5 minutes, 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Jeez,
it didn't feel like it was that quick against Theory.
I wasn't really paying attention. Like then the Mysterios couldn't give two shits about that. Pat McAfee was a fucking botch fest. That was just so sloppy, but it was fine. The tag match was disappointing. They only got 13 minutes, which is fucking weird. And the main event it was only 23 minutes. But that match was fucking really fun.
That was probably one of the best last man standing matches, I think, in recent memory.
It's because they had a fucking tractor. Like, that was something new.
I mean, it was a spot you've never effing seen before. But also, I saw a tweet about this. So, there was multiple title shots to the head, the tractor, all these spots. They didn't need blood. Like, they didn't need to blade.
That would have helped, but they didn't need it. And then the fucking microphone catch from Roman was fucking incredible.
The wink, too, was amazing.
My friend asked me if that was scripted, and I was like, no fucking chance. That just happened. We just got lucky that happened.
And like if he had dropped it, nobody would have cared. Nobody would have said anything. But the fact
I didn't
that he
even
caught
notice
it
at first. I don't think anyone noticed it at first.
Same.
And then they saw the fan video, and we finally got like an actual video. But it was just so smooth. He didn't even move his hand. He just caught it and winked at him. It was fucking. I wonder if Brock tried to throw it at him, or we just got lucky.
I think that was just an organic luck, like perfect moment, perfect timing. At least somebody videotaped it.
And I hope Lesnar doesn't leave, but
apparently he's being advertised for the day one event on New Year's Day.
I guess he could take some time off. He doesn't really need to be around. I guess September, October, November, December. There's nothing really going on. I guess Survivor Series.
I could see him coming back around Survivor Series, having a match against Team Brock against the Bloodline. I don't give a shit. Actually,
no, we can't do that again. This was the last time ever. Damn it.
What if we have an actual, because there's only one champion?
I don't need.
What if it's what if it's the Bloodline against a team of people?
Well, it has to be, unless Roman's going to face himself, which I would pay to see. He just has a match with fucking Invisible Man.
I mean, that could work too. But now I'm fantasy booking here. You get the Bloodline and one or two other people. Throw Theory on the team. I don't give a flying fuck against like Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar, Lashley.
Well, theoretically, Drew should fucking be champion.
He should. Hopefully, at Clash of the Castle, he is.
If they don't, who's gonna beat Roman if he doesn't? Are you gonna wait for fucking Cody to come back? That doesn't make any sense.
But also, if you're hoping to have Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania, you got to get the title off Roman.
If they doesn't need a title, I will be so angry.
It doesn't need a title.
We need. I just want to fucking break something. Go back to 2 titles. For fuck's sake.
I mean, I think with
is that gone?
Did he just hit that out? Did he just do it again? He did it. He did it. He did it.
God.
He did it.
Judge.
That's amazing.
What is he's going to get so much fucking. Can we collude and make sure he cap him at 300 million?
Oh my God. What is that? That's 43, isn't it?
I don't care how good a season he's having. How can you justify paying a 30-year-old for more than 10 years? How can you justify giving him 10 years?
Oh, I 100% agree. I would not give him 10 years. I would maybe 8. 8 is probably as high as I go.
I
Then
wonder
you're
if he
paying him
would.
until he's 39.
I wonder if he would rather have more money and less years, or more years and less money.
He probably wants both. He probably wants 9 years at like 40 million.
I wouldn't mind giving him 40 million a year if it was for like 7. How can you? I guess you just at some point you just have to do it. Like, just how old was A-Rod when we signed him? Like 31,
In what year was that? That was
2007. He was born in
2007. He was
75, I
30.
think.
He was 32.
You just, what did he get? 275.
10 years, 275, I think it was.
Oh man, at this point he might get. You actually have to just bring him back. You have to.
But the Yankees won't. You know that. You know they're going to
I
have
feel
a
like
number.
they're in a point where I think they have to. If they let him walk, people are gonna like legitimately be fucking irate. Like, I think you just have to pay him and just fucking, if it sucks 5 years from now, you just have to eat it.
I mean, it's
Like, you have to pay him. You know how bad you look if you let him walk?
Oh, completely. But also, I don't want to wish ill health upon Judge, but let's say he signed with the Angels for 10 years at 400 million and the Yankees offered him 8 years at 320 million.
He'd be an
He
idiot.
took the two extra
He'd be an
the
idiot
2
to
extra
leave.
years
He'd
for
be
the
an
same
idiot
amount
to
of
leave.
money. But also, like, the dude fucking bet on himself. And
I've never seen a better season where you just a contract year season ever.
He's
Like,
on pace for
literally ever.
67 home runs. 67.
No, he's got to be on pace for over 73. He's on
mean,
the same pace as Bonds was in 2001, for Christ's sake.
Well, right now he has 67. He has 43 home runs. This is our 104th game, which over 162 games is 67. So Bonds was at this point through that many games and then went on an insane tear. What is this? 13 home runs in 15 games for Judge?
I've never seen a better contract year season ever. They're gonna have to pay him. He's gonna ask for 400 million. I don't know if anybody will give him that.
Angels
for a 30-year-old, even the Angels have to learn by now.
Especially with Trout having a rare degenerative back condition.
Well, they're gonna have to pay 2 guys who can't stay on the field. Then they're gonna pay for Judge, knowing his injury history.
Well, don't forget Rendon. They're still paying Rendon.
That's what I just said. They're paying 2 guys to just fucking barely be on the field. And you're gonna pay Judge, who's been injured basically every year except this year and his rookie year,
and trade Otani.
Oh my god, he'd be an idiot to leave for. If he got offered 100 million more, maybe, but you're gonna make way more in endorsements in New York, and you're gonna be way higher profile. If you go to the Angels, you're just gonna be a fucking nobody out there. Nobody's gonna give a shit. Look at Mike Trout; he's maybe the best player we've seen since Bonds, and nobody fucking knows who he is or cares.
What will you feel like if, let's say, the Yankees offer Judge 8 years at 40 million a year, 320 million? And then Steve Cohen's like, here's 10 years for 450 million. And he goes to the Mets.
It's like Cano, where it's like, I'm pissed, but I don't fucking blame you. Because what was it, 70 million more the Mariners offered? Sorry,
yeah.
I can't be that mad at you for taking the money. But
and granted,
you just went to Seattle, for fuck's sake.
Cashman pissed that money away to sign Ellsbury, and that backfired. But not signing Cano was the right move.
I mean, he did have some good years in Seattle. He was good, but like, that contract did not end well. But it's going to be that you just have to take it now, and then hopefully, if you give Judge 10 years, at least 5 of them are fucking amazing. And then the back end, he's at least decent enough.
I mean, when you just made the Barry Bonds reference, in 2001, when Bonds was smoking those balls,
wow,
and getting 73.
What a homoerotic phrase.
Every at bat was must-watch TV. Like, I remember ESPN started just showing his at bats as he was getting closer to the record.
It's not quite like that with Judge, but it's getting there where it's like, at what point? Well, of course he didn't come through last night when we really needed it, but expect that. But Bonds is like, he's nowhere near Bonds, but it's as close as we've seen since then, probably.
Now, can I just ask a really dumb question? Why are teams still pitching to him?
Why did anybody pitch to Bonds from 01 to 04?
I mean, they really didn't.
Well, you saw
he walked like 400 times a year.
He still hit like 50 home runs every year. You saw that stat. He had more reach base safely than he did plate appearances. Like, fucking insane. Or at bats. He was on base like 365 times, and he had like 363 plate appearances.
All right, so I'm
Or
going to give you. I just pulled
at-bats.
up some Bond stats. So the year he hit 73 home runs.
I don't care if he was on roids. I don't care. He's the
Oh,
best hitter ever.
Same. Would he have hit 73 home runs without steroids? Probably not. Would he have still been the best player on the face of the earth? 100%. But everybody was doing steroids. It's not like he was doing something and nobody else was.
I loved him back then too. I didn't care.
2001, 73 home runs, 177 walks.
Why would you pitch to him?
2002, 46 home runs, 198 walks.
Insane.
Also, by the way, when Bonds hit the 73 home runs, he missed 9 games. He only played 153 games.
Man, he could have had probably fucking close to 80.
He could have had close to 80. 2003, down year for him. 45 home runs, 148 walks. The fuck happened to you, Barry? You only played 130 games. 2004, played 147 games, 45 home runs, 232 walks.
That's what?
He hit
That's got to be far and away the most walks in a season.
Listen to these averages. When he hit 73 home runs, hit 328. When he hit 46, hit 370. When he hit 45, hit 341. He had a 609 on base percentage in 2004.
Yeah.
609.
What was his average in 2004?
362.
I mean,
His
that might be the year where he had more reach base safely than
yes,
at-bats.
he had 373 at bats. And he had 135 hits and 232 walks. So wow. It's
the best stretch of ever.
Okay, so Aaron Judge is having like the year of all years. So Aaron Judge's OPS right now, which is your on base plus slugging percentage. Right now,
it's got to be
his
close
OPS,
to 1-1.
It's 1.054.
Damn close.
Which is amazing, right? 1.054. Yeah, Barry Bonds in 2001, 1.37. 2002, 1.381.
What's the highest OPS ever?
It has to be 2004 when he had a 1.422 OPS.
And what is Judge at right now?
1.054.
Oh, 054. Okay.
Like that, Barry Bonds' last season at the age of 42, he only hit 276, still walked 132 times, still had a 480 on base percentage.
That's insane.
In 22 years,
on base half the time, basically.
His career on base percentage was 444. In 22 seasons, he led the league in walks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times.
I would never pitch to him. I don't know why anybody would ever give him anything to hit.
His last year in Pittsburgh, when he was 27, he led the league in walks with 127, hit 311, stole 39 bases, hit 34 home runs.
The best.
Like, I should still point out, up until 1998, he was still stealing almost 30 bases a season.
That's kind of insane.
He stole 52 bases in 1990.
Hey, he's a fucking 5-tool player.
Like, this is a perfect segue of you wanted me to look up the most at bats without a home run.
Fucking IKF from this year to for the future. He's never going to hit one.
He really is never going to hit one. He hit 8 last year, by the way.
Pathetic.
So Scott Podsednik, you had mentioned this last week, in 2005, hit no home runs in 507 at bats.
Somehow hit at least one in the playoffs. He had one in the World Series. I know that. Might have had 2 in the playoffs.
In the 2005 playoffs, he hit 2 home runs. He had 1 in the division series against Boston, 1 in the World Series against Houston.
Absurd.
Which is still weird in my head that Houston was in the National League still at that point. So,
yeah,
the record for most consecutive at-bats without a home run belongs to Tommy Thevenot, a National League infielder.
It's going to be like 900 at-bats or some bullshit.
He went from September 24th, 1926 to the end of his career in 1938.
Jesus Christ.
He went a streak of 3,347 at bats.
Did he ever have any home runs?
He hit 2 home runs in his career. Both of them were inside the park home runs.
So that doesn't even really count.
He never hit the ball out of the ballpark.
That's insane. 3,000 at bats.
So in the American League, Eddie Foster, who was a third baseman who spent much of his career with the Washington Senators, went from April 20th, 1916 to the end of his career in 1923 without hitting a home run.
What about
His
Bucky
last
LaGrange?
home run came in Washington's 1916 opener with President Woodrow Wilson in attendance. It was also an inside the park home run. So if it hadn't been for a misplayed outfield fly, Foster would have then had over 4,000 at bats instead of his 3,278.
I wonder how many Bucky LaGrange would have had.
He probably would have connected.
He hasn't had a hit in ever, let alone a home run. Will somebody just get their first ever hit?
Yes, I believe so.
I don't know who that is. Is that fucking why did I just blank on his name? Jesus Montero?
Remember that guy?
I think we've talked about him on the podcast before. Fucking useless prick. Speaking of useless prick, hey Aaron Hicks.
That was God, who was that just got that hit?
Seattle 41. He looks like he's about 41. He looks old as shit.
Who the hell's hitting right now?
Just check the fucking lineup.
Oh, that was Carlos Santana that just got that hit. It wasn't his first career hit.
Oh, definitely not then. What? It must have been like his 1,000th career hit.
1,500th career hit.
I was going to say, he looks old as shit. There's no way that's a rookie.
He looks like he was 52. So I thought match of the night at SummerSlam was the last man standing match.
Not even close. Yeah.
Becky Bianca was probably second best.
There wasn't anything that was that phenomenal. I liked Logan Paul did well, but like there was, it is whatever. Nothing was too long, yet the show somehow still lasted 3.5 hours. They got to cut those stupid what's going on with German?
His headset's not working.
I was like, what is he cutting out of his hat? Yeah, they're fucking complaining about SummerSlam being too long, but AEW puts on 5-hour pay-per-views. Like I literally can't sit through that fucking an AEW pay-per-view anymore. It's too fucking long.
God, if you went to an AEW show, you're sitting there for 5 hours. Not even a pay-per-view.
I have no interest in going to anything but maybe like a Dynamite. Like I can't sit through all the fucking tapings. Like it's so bad.
So how big did you mark out when Dakota Kai came back?
I couldn't remember their theme, so I was like, what is this? Who is this? And then I was like, fuck yes. I was so happy she came back. Like, thank God thank God she didn't go anywhere else. I wonder if Triple H knew, maybe he's the one who leaked the fucking payoff money and he started texting people like, hey, don't sign anywhere.
Well, apparently AEW didn't really show interest in her.
It's because Tony's a fucking moron. This women's division sucks and you're not going to show interest in any fucking... You fucking sign Ember Moon, but not fucking Dakota Kai. Thank God.
And I don't understand changing EO's name. The last name Sky I'm fine with, but having EO with a Y, I don't understand.
Rob was talking about something with like the trademark, but I don't know. I have no
It's still
idea.
pronounced the same.
I know they tried to trademark Io Shirai in 2019 and they spelled it Low Shirai by mistake. I don't know if they ever corrected it, but yeah, I don't want to. I hate the typing IYO, EO. Like I hate it, but it's fine as long as she's still here.
That's true. And who knows who else is going to come back now?
Bayley needs to stop wearing makeup. She doesn't need all that fucking makeup on. I hate
Why did her pants
too
have so many
much.
pockets?
Because she's carrying the division.
Good point.
Oh,
I mean, now Raw's on in 2 minutes. I'm looking forward to it. The matches that they announced looked good.
Yeah, that second triple threat match kind of makes no sense. It's like a bunch of fucking randos just to lose to AJ Styles.
I mean, it's interesting. And I have a judge stat for you that Joel Sherman tweeted. He has 43 home runs. The Yankees are playing in their 104th game. Barry Bonds had 45 home runs in the Giants' first 104 games in 2001 when he hit 73.
There's A-Rod.
So he's on that pace. He's close to it.
Could you imagine if he actually fucking hit 70 something?
I honestly think he can get the American League record. I don't think he's going to come close to 70, but I think he has a good chance of getting the American League record.
I wouldn't be surprised if he falls short of even 60. Something happens where he just goes on an absolute fucking cold streak for the entire month of like September.
Well, he did that in 2017. Remember, he was playing hurt and he went ice cold for like a solid 6 weeks.
He's playing hurt. If he doesn't get hurt, I just feel like there's no way he's gonna fucking like. Could you imagine in your contract year, you fucking break the Yankee record for home runs, which is 61?
I mean, honestly,
that's insane.
At some point, they just have to stop pitching to him. I know Rizzo has been clutch behind him, but Rizzo's batting like 220. Wouldn't you rather Rizzo?
People still pitch to Mike Trout and shit. Like, I don't know what pitchers are just like too fucking stubborn. I don't get it. I don't know why you would ever pitch to him.
Tony La Russa would probably intentionally walk somebody to get to Judge.
How is he still employed?
I don't understand. He's terrible. Baseball has passed him by.
He's then now forever together. Fucking hate it. Triple H needs to change that shit too. Get the fuck forever out of here. Or together. I don't want to fucking be together.
I mean, I gotta say, him being in charge for only a week now. Fuck you, Domingo Germán. Tying runs at the plate already.
Triple H has been in charge. Fuck you, Germán.
He's already paying dividends. Just with his focus on the women's division, with what he's doing, who he's bringing back. You know, he turned Becky Lynch face, which was 100% his call. Granted, she's going to need surgery now, probably.
I'm interested. I don't know how I feel about that. I think by losing again to Bianca, I think she ran her course as a fucking heel.
And I don't think her being a heel was really working.
She's a good. Oh, what the fuck? She's coming out.
Big
time Bex. I thought she changed her fucking handle.
She did change it back to the man. I guess they haven't updated this yet.
Shoulder brace. Yeah, good. Normal hair, normal clothes. God, Seth Rollins doesn't deserve that.
No, he does not. The fact that she did that entire match after separating her shoulder.
She shouldn't be on TV right now. If she's gonna miss time, she should just go away and then get it started right now.
Well, maybe Bailey and her group attacks her and writes her off TV that way.
She's got a fucked up shoulder already. I don't think they can do that.
But who's going to go against? Like, who's going to be with Bianca against them?
I don't know if they'll necessarily do anything. They'll just have them run the fucking show and beat the shit out of everyone.
And then
Bailey will inevitably lose again to Bianca.
Honestly, I think this is how Bailey gets the title.
There's no way they're going to give it to her anytime soon. They're riding Bianca for a while.
Yeah, but I mean, they could have this play out to where, Bianca beats everybody except Bailey in that group, and then at like Survivor Series, Bailey gets the title shot.
No, she's not going to win the title anytime soon. I could see Bianca just holding it until WrestleMania.
But then, knowing that Survivor Series they have champion versus champion, you figure they're not going to have a face versus face.
Why not? Who cares?
WWE does, unless Triple H is completely different.
They never care about that shit. Doesn't matter. Bianca's going to be champion. Who's fucking Liv? Like, SmackDown is fucking. They have nobody.
Liv's losing the title to Charlotte in about a month. Let's be real.
That dumb bitch will be back. Fucking Sasha and Naomi will be back. They should be on SmackDown.
I think they will be. That's where they were originally. Naomi's husband's on SmackDown.
I don't see Bailey's group lasting that long. I feel like maybe through WrestleMania. These things tend to not last that long.
Hey, if it lasts for 8 months to get to WrestleMania, that's pretty good.
Also, I guess we don't have to worry about the Japanese people with fucking Vince. So she could be on her own. Yeah, fucking Bailey coming out. That was awesome. And then, of course, I forgot both of the fucking EO and goddamn Dakota's theme songs. So I was like, who the fuck is this?
I didn't remember Dakota's, but I recognized EO's right away.
Like that fucking haircut. It's interesting that they gave her EO. That was the highlight.
Oh, easily. I mean, it kind of was like a what the fuck moment.
Bailey's got fucking different colored hair. I like the all white outfit, but I don't like the overly done makeup. She doesn't need it. She looks better without makeup.
I like the color of her hair.
And Becky with her fucking turn her face just to go away. Like, you could have kept her. I mean, I guess there's really no point if she's gonna leave and then come back as a face anyway. Maybe she'll be on TV. She doesn't necessarily need to leave, but she'd be better at commentary as a heel.
That's true. I wonder if she needs to have surgery or not. I know that was kind of a 50-50 if she's actually going to have surgery or if she's only going to be out for, a month or something like that.
Separated shoulder should take a while, even without surgery.
Here's
On how
like 6
bad
8
it
weeks.
is. Depending on how bad it was separated, she just doesn't look happy. But you can go home and be with fucking Rue.
Terrible name.
Let's
So
go over the Clash at the Castle card. Ready? All right. Roman versus Drew.
Have that match this last 3 hours.
That's the card. I wouldn't mind that. Remember that one Raw where Seth wrestled at the beginning for like an hour and a half?
Against like 6 different people. It just kept going and going and going.
I want to see that. Just give me Raw with one match for 3 hours.
Seth versus Riddle.
At least something different. Or just a gauntlet match.
All right, so I have a crazy baseball stat for you. I saw this the other day on TikTok, of course.
Why did she have to open? Why couldn't they open with that triple threat match that I didn't care about? I wonder what she's talking about.
Everything that she does, she gives it her all, she's saying.
Oh, thanks, Bex.
Let's see. Can you tell me who holds the record for the lowest strikeout rate in Major League history?
No.
All right, so this guy's name is Joe Sewell.
Any of these stats from like the fucking 20s and earlier, it's like, really?
This might be the most insane stat on the face of the earth. So he has the lowest strikeout rate in Major League history. He struck out on average once every 73 plate appearances.
In 73 plate appearances, I think Joey Gallo might have like 69 strikeouts.
Yeah, give or take. He has the most consecutive games without a strikeout, 115.
In what,
okay.
1899?
He played from 1920 until 1933. He actually played his last 3 years with the Yankees.
Probably struck out a lot.
This guy played 1,903 games. He had 7,132 career at-bats. In 7,132 at-bats, want to know how many career strikeouts this motherfucker had?
12.
114 in his career.
12 would have been better.
Listen to these strikeout totals the last few years of his career. 4. 3. 6.
Do you imagine how impressed the pitcher must have been when they struck him out?
I would have gone
fucking celebrated.
One of the years that he struck out 3 times, in one game he struck out twice.
Oh,
like that's just insane. Like it's insane to me.
Yeah, you froze. So no, we didn't hear any of that.
In one of the seasons that he struck out 3 times, he struck out twice in one game.
Wow, that must have been like a huge accomplishment for the fucking pitcher.
Like it's just I don't even understand how anybody like that doesn't happen. Aaron Judge can strike out 3 times in a game. Giancarlo Stanton strikes out 5 times in a game.
Yeah, the golden sombrero. He didn't do that in some seasons.
Like unbelievable. What is it when you strike out 5 times? What is that called?
That's the golden sombrero, isn't it? Or
I thought that was 4 times.
I don't know if there's a thing for 5 because that's just like unheard of.
Call it the Stanton because I think he's done
I'm sure Stanton has done it.
I'm pretty sure he has.
Can you look that up? Most strikeouts in a single game, not for a pitcher. Striking out 3 times in a game is bad enough. 4, disgusting. 5, kill yourself.
Well, I can tell you what the minor league record is.
7.
Which is actually considered the professional baseball record for strikeouts. In a 21-inning game.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Khalil Lee struck out 8 times.
That's a bad day at the office. Unless he also had 2 home runs or some shit like that.
So golden sombrero.
Okay, that is a weird-ass outfit from Bianca. I'm not a fan of the one leg pants.
So a platinum sombrero.
That's
what a 5 strikeout game is. Platinum sombrero.
That makes sense.
Let's see. I can tell you some people who have done it before. Ron Karkovice did it in 1996. Aaron Judge did it in 2018. He actually, in a double header, he struck out a total of 8 times, setting a major league record.
That's a bad fucking day.
Trevor Story in 2019. JD Martinez in 2019. Harrison Bader did it in 2020 in the playoffs.
Wow.
That's terrible. 8 players have had 6 strikeouts in one game, but they were all extra inning games. Most recently done by Jeff Jenkins in 2004. Struck out 6 times in 17 innings.
Fucking Jeff Jenkins. What a name. I haven't heard that guy in a while.
He retired he last played in 2008 at the age of 34.
That's pretty young.
Yeah. That's insane.
I have nothing else. I have no more.
Should we do the sports
Becky.
Wordle then wrap it up?
I feel like we've already at the end. Are we going to do Wordle?
I mean, we could
Usually
end it
it's
now
the
if you'd like.
beginning. I'm trying to see what Becky's going to do or if Bailey's going to come out. Or is she just going to leave?
Becky's probably going
Those
to
are
leave,
some
and then
sweet fucking
right up.
shoes. That is a sweet-ass arm brace, though. I need to get one of those.
I wonder how bad her shoulder hurts.
Hopefully she's not out that long. All right, let me get the unusual death. Where are you? All right. I'm going to
Pretty
go
sweet if there was a
fucking...
new recent one.
St. Lawrence from 258.
Excuse me?
St. Lawrence from 258.
The time 258? Are we talking the year
The
258?
year 258. The deacon St. Lawrence was roasted alive on a giant grill during the persecution of Valerian. Prudentius tells that he joked with his tormentors, "Turn me over, I'm done on this side." He is now the patron saint of cooks, chefs, and for some reason, Oh, well, okay, that makes sense because he made a joke. Cooks, chefs, and comedians. Saint Lawrence from 258.
That is painful. Roasted alive.
I'm gonna do 2 this week because that's a weird fucking. Do we even know if that's true? Like that one's kind
I'll
of.
look into it and see if we can find out from 258.
I'm gonna try to do something a little bit closer to now. How about? Ooh, this name. Have we done Jean-Baptiste Lully?
I do not believe so.
Jean-Baptiste Lully, the French composer, died of a gangrenous abscess after accidentally piercing his foot with a staff while he was vigorously conducting a Te Deum. It was customary at the time to conduct by banging a staff on the floor. He refused to have his leg amputated so he could still dance.
That's
Oh, yep, Becky's dead.
poor bitch. I mean, it makes sense why they did this. Now it totally writes her off. She's got a feud when she comes back.
She came out in a literal fucking arm brace. Like, he could have just... Whatever. So, yeah, we got Jean-Baptiste Lully and then whoever that saint fuck was.
What year is Jean-Baptiste Lully?
16-something, I think. Where are you? I lost it. God fucking damn it. 1687.
1687. Interesting. So we got a 258 and a 1687.
Vintage year.
258 and 1687.
That's all I got.
You combine those, and I don't even think we're in like the 2000s yet. Yeah, we're only in 1945 if we combine those 2 years.
What about Joe Biden?
Or did you see he was talking at 7:30 tonight?
He was?
Yeah, because they did a drone strike yesterday in, I believe, Afghanistan. They killed the leader of Al Qaeda.
They did?
Yeah.
Wow.
The guy who took over after we got Bin Laden 10-something years ago, 11 years ago.
How come that's not making news everywhere? That's a pretty big deal. So the last 2 Democrat presidents killed the fucking leader of Al Qaeda?
Yeah. And Trump was what? He had a golf tournament with Saudi
you
blood
saw what
money.
he did with his wife.
Buried her
at the golf course so he didn't have to pay taxes on it.
Disgusting. Absolutely.
And his kids let it happen. What a scumbag.
One of the most disgusting things you could ever fucking... I can't with that fat piece of garbage.
What a moron. Absolute moron.
So we got some birthdays. Let's see. This day in 1770, William Clark of the famous Lewis and Clark expeditions was born.
I prefer Lois and Clark, even though fuck Dean Cain.
Did you see Murr had a picture with Dean Cain? Like, fuck that guy.
Thanks for ignoring my tag.
What tag?
The fucking post I tagged you in. I tagged you in that post because people are fucking commenting on like, Dean Cain's one of the fucking best guys out there.
Oh, I must have missed that. I'll have to go back and look. Jerry Garcia was born on this day in 1942.
Yeah, he did.
He died in 1995. Does not feel like it's been 27 years.
It was also a Yankee giveaway, I think today, or at some point, if you bought
for
like
the
a special
bobblehead
ticket.
or something, right?
Yeah, so random.
Did you see that August 15th at Yankee Stadium is Harry Potter on Broadway Day?
Yeah,
The
gonna
fuck
go
they
with
giving away for that?
fucking Daniel Radcliffe sunglasses.
Wouldn't be bad. Trevor Berbick was born on this day in 1954.
Who?
Boxer Trevor Berbick.
Yeah, that. Who did you leave off of the list to put Trevor Berbick on? For Christ's sake,
Coolio turns 59 today.
fucking Coolio, still
How is
living in that
Coolio not
gangster's
in his
paradise.
60s? How is he not in his 60s? Unbelievable. So people who died on this day,
I'm
it's
gonna
not quite 258, but Mark Antony in 30 BC passed away on
Singer?
this day. He was a Roman politician and general. He committed suicide after he was defeated by Octavian at the Battle of Actium at the age of 53. So, like, is he the drama? Is he like the first person that was a drama? He loses a battle and kills himself because of it?
So who was the fucking boxer you said?
Trevor Berbick.
So you decided to put him, who I don't think any single listener would know, but not Jason Momoa,
He's like 43. Fuck Aquaman.
a boxer who nobody's fucking knows.
I go for the good things. This
Brutal.
one's good. Calamity Jane passed away on this day in 1903.
Is that a porn star?
She was born Martha Jane Canary. This is what she was famous for. She was
Making
famous.
the color canary yellow.
She was best known for nice reference. She was best known for her claim of being an acquaintance of Wild Bill Hickok. That's what she's famous for.
That's it.
That's it. Let's see. Did you ever see the movie Cool Hand Luke?
No, but I know.
So Strother Martin, who was an actor in Cool Hand Luke, as well as Slapshot, died of a heart attack at the age of 61 on this day in 1980.
Bastard.
And on this day in 2001, I actually remember this. American football tackle for the Minnesota Vikings at the age of 27, passing away complications from heat stroke. Corey Stringer passed away in this day in 2001.
Yeah, that sucked. That was 2001. Jesus.
Yeah, I remember that. So we were 15.
Yeah, because that was big news. Like, fucking just died of heat stroke randomly. It sucked.
And I was, I guess, that age where I was naive. I didn't think that was like a thing that could happen. You know what I mean?
You didn't think you didn't really know the sun was hot until you were like 16 at least. Like once you got to like middle, like third or fourth year in high school, then you realize like fucking water
wet, sun hot.
Sun is hot. Yeah, stuff like
Sky
that.
blue. Let's see. Some things on this day. 1981 at 12:01 a.m. MTV premiered.
You know what the first video was?
I don't actually.
Video Killed the Radio Star by the Bugles, I want to say.
Wow, I did not know that.
First video on MTV by the Buggles, Buggles. Great song.
So that debuted in 1981 on this day. On this day in 1996, M2, MTV's second TV channel, was launched.
What year?
1996, 15 years later.
Wow.
Also in 1996, George R.R. Martin published the epic fantasy novel A Game of Thrones, the first in his series, A Song of Ice and Fire. Can honestly say, never read one of the books, never seen an episode of the show.
It's a good show. It's just very overrated. It's like it's a great show, and it's still overrated because it's very slow, and you have to like stuff like Lord of the Rings and that fantasy shit. Very slow moving because there's a lot of moving parts, and it's very slow. I got through the first 3 seasons and then stopped, and I'm very bad at getting back into shows. That was like 5 years ago at least.
Never seen Lord of the Rings either.
I actually haven't seen that either, but that's not surprising.
I didn't watch Harry Potter until recently.
No interest. None.
And then lastly, on this day in 2014, Indiana Pacers superstar Paul George suffered a gruesome compound fracture of his lower right leg in a Team USA scrimmage.
Why not just say his ankle?
I did not remember that it was during a scrimmage for Team USA.
It was?
Yeah.
I thought it was during like a game for them.
It was during a Team USA scrimmage in 2014.
Why the fuck's he going all out during a scrimmage, for God's sake?
Yeah, that's...
His ankle went to the bottom of the back of the hoop and just snapped. Yeah, that was awful. That was
him,
terrible.
Sean Livingston, and Kevin Ware are some of the worst injuries I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't even like watching. I can't watch any of those. Like I think I watched Kevin Ware because I couldn't remember. I think he did it on when he landed or something. And that's disgusting.
And I'm pretty sure it was on Easter because I remember being at like a party.
Well, it was the Final Four, or I think it was the Final Four. It was in the tournament, obviously.
So it had
I
to be.
think
It had to be
later.
around that. Yeah.
I think it was later in the tournament. Yeah, that was terrible. Sean Livingston was fucking ACL,
It was
MCL,
everything.
probably everything. Those, oh god,
The other's
I'd
like
rather
the bone just shooting through the skin. I'd rather. Oh god, I can't even.
terrible. It's a good way to end it. Fucking gruesome bone-breaking injuries.
Depressing. Maybe that should be a new segment. Gruesome injuries in sports.
It's not a bad idea, actually. I wonder if there's a list.
I bet you we can
Worst-
find them.
Worst sports injuries. 25 most gruesome sports injuries. Maybe I'll fucking add one into there at the end of every episode.
We got 25 weeks worth right there.
Oh man, I don't want to like fucking. I read the first one. I wonder if I haven't heard of any of them. I'm sure Anderson Silva's on there with that leg injury. I wonder.
Clinton
This one's
Warchuk
just
probably got to be on there.
Bleacher Report. Yeah.
Better than Barstool.
Fucking bastards. 15 worst injuries, 5 most devastating from Men's Journal, 25 from fucking Go Banking Rates. What? GoBankingRates.com. Excuse me?
I've never heard of that.
Hang on. Fucking, of course. All right, we're done.
Bye.
See you later.